What is going on, everybody? Tech enthusiast here, and this is my review of the Gamesir X2 Type-C gaming controller. Now you're probably thinking this video is a bit late. Well, it's not. This is actually a newer model. This has the Dpad, and on the right hand side you can see this is your normal buttons. But if you're thinking what am I talking about, let me just show you the older version, well, the first generation. And as you can see, there are buttons on the right and on the left, which mimics the Nintendo Switch style, the new one being like the Nintendo Switch Lite. Now in terms of the box size, the newer one is slightly larger than the older one, and we're going to see why that is in a bit. So at the back it says plug and play, no hassle. So what this means is that it connects with USB Type-C. There is no Bluetooth, so when you are gaming it should give you a lagless experience. Okay, so now we're just going to do the unboxing for this controller. And the first thing you notice is that we have a case. And again, that's nice to see. We did see a case included with the Shax controller, and I will leave a link to that video in the cards above. So the case is nice and rugged, so it will protect the controller from any kind of impact. Opening up the case reveals a small orange box that says accessories, and I will take a look at that quite shortly. So going back to the controller, you can see it is firmly in place by a strap. And again, this is a nice touch by Gamesir. You don't want the controller accidentally falling out when you're opening the case. So I'm just going to put the controller aside and we can have a quick look inside of the case. So on the top we have a pouch, and you can put anything inside, such as a USB charging cable. So yeah, that does it for this case. Okay, so we're going to have a quick look at the small accessories box. So we have a big Gamesir sticker and then a black pamphlet, and this is more of a like a thank you card, and also there is information on how you can extend the warranty by 6 months, and there's also other information in there. Next we have a smaller Gamesir sticker. Then we have the user manual, the length of the phone it will support, as well as the Android version. There are also clear illustrations and descriptions found throughout the manual. And lastly, we have a small packet which contains analog tips for the controller. So there are 4 inside. There could be odd times where the analogs do suffer from wear and tear, so this is a nice addition from Gamesir. So here is the Gamesir X2 controller. I'm just going to move it up a bit closer. So we have the G button here. So this is a function that I'll show you later on in the video. The left analog stick. Then we have the D-pad, and this is very similar to what you will find on SNES controllers. This is the screenshot button. And here is the USB Type-C port. It is flexible, so what that means that sliding in a phone should be very easy. Now as for the back here, it is made of a rubber texture, as well as the sides here. So that should prevent your phone from getting any kind of scratches. Now on the right hand side we've got a home button, and then the right analog stick, it is clickable, so that is your R3. Then we have the YBXA buttons in a SNES style, the S button being the start. On the top are 4 shoulder buttons, and you will notice they make clicky sounds compared to the face buttons. And I also want to point out that the shoulder buttons are digital, not analog. Now taking a look at the back, so these are rubber pads. So this will make it quite easy to have a firm grip on the controller. Then we have the logo in the middle. On the bottom we have a USB Type-C port, so you can charge the phone and play at the same time. As for the telescopic side, it opens quite nicely, and the maximum length is 173mm, so do bear that in mind. As for the flex, it is very minimal, and I don't think it will be breaking anytime soon. So now I'm just going to show you how easy it is to slide in a phone. So I'm just going to grab my OnePlus 7T. It is a fairly large phone. Now due to the flexibility of the USB Type-C port, you can easily slide it in like so. Once you have inserted the phone, you will see a blue LED light light up, which indicates that the phone is connected. To use on-screen mapping, you're going to have to install the Gamesir app, which you can find on the Google Play Store. Now when you launch it for the first time, there is a prompt and it shows you how to switch between the two modes. Now on the app itself, it recommends you some of the games you can use as well. And if you go to category, you can find games by those categories as well. Now if you go into the settings, you can see here there's a firmware update setting here as well. So my control pad is currently up to date. Now if we go to gamepad testing, again you can test that everything is working here, from the joysticks to all of the face buttons and trigger buttons. As you can see, they are lighting up on the app. So adding games are very simple. You click on the add game button and you'll have a list of all of the apps installed. So I've already got Call of Duty, so I'm just going to tap on that and the game will launch, and you will see a small green icon on the top left hand corner. So this way you will know that mapping mode has been activated. Once in game, you will notice that the analog sticks don't do anything as of right now, so you will have to tap on the home and G buttons at the same time. Tap on OK and you will see the green LED light up on the right. Then tap on the green icon on the top left hand corner and you will see that the on-screen overlays are now shown, and you can drag them to your desired position. Now if you tap on My Config, you will get another window here. Tap on Layout, then you will see a list being populated. These are user config files that have been uploaded, so you can just download any of them with a single tap. So my one is already configured. I'm going to click on the X icon. I'm not going to save it right now. And then it has been activated, and as you can see, the control pad is working with Call of Duty. And I think that was quite simple. And I'll just show you how it is in game. Okay, so now I'm going to test the analog stick dead zone. So first I'm going to jump up, then eventually move to the other side, and I'll do it from the right hand side. Now in this game, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you can notice there is quite a bit of a dead zone on the analog sticks. And now I'm going to go on to pulling off special moves. So firstly with the joystick, then I'll move on to the D-pad. So that was quite easy to pull off, as you can see. The Gamesir X2 is not fully telescopic, as it just starts from here, so you can't play some games in portrait mode. So I have the Shax S5i controller, and it is a fully telescopic control pad. So what that means, you can play some games in a portrait mode. Now having said that, I'm not sure how many games that you would want to play in portrait mode, and this isn't really a deal breaker. So one thing I wanted to mention is that some gaming phones such as the Asus ROG Phone 2, the USB Type-C port is not found in the middle. So when you try to insert it into the control pad, it is a bit tricky and it just doesn't look right. I'll just show you what it looks like right now. So do bear that in mind if you have certain gaming phones where the USB Type-C port is not in the middle. But having said that, it will still function. There is also a Nintendo Switch emulator out there called Egg NS. It is quite controversial, and you actually need to have the Gamesir X2 control pad to play it, and I'll just show you some of the footage. And this is being run on a Snapdragon 855 Plus phone. In terms of game compatibility, it is quite low, but Super Mario Odyssey does work. There are a few crashes. The performance will be better if you have a higher end CPU, so right now the Snapdragon 888 is the best one to go for. So just before ending this review, I'm thinking of doing a giveaway for the original Gamesir X2 for one of you guys watching this video. So all you need to do is make sure you are subscribed to the channel, leave a comment down below about which game you're going to use this control pad with, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will possibly name a winner in the future. Well, what can I say about this controller? Well, I have to say it is one of the best telescopic control pads I have used. The ergonomics feel very good, it feels comfortable in the hand. The buttons are spaced out very nicely, they are responsive. The shoulder buttons, although they're not analog, they are the same shape and size. You can easily press any of the shoulder buttons as they are the same shape and size. You know what I'm talking about when you need to make use of every single button on the controller. So what I really like about this 2021 model is the D-pad. Now if you're playing fighting games where you need to pull off combos or super moves, the SNES style D-pad makes it very easy to do. Now that there is a D-pad as opposed to the Switch style buttons, I don't know about you, but I found the Switch style button layout a lot of getting used to compared to the D-pad. Personally, I think the D-pad is the way to go when it comes to platform games and beat 'em ups. For someone who has been playing these type of games for a very long time, I would say the 2021 model is the better one out of the two. Just remember there is no Bluetooth, so you can't connect it to a PC. So that does it for this review, and a huge thanks to Gamesir and Banggood for sending out these controllers, and I believe they are one of the best controllers available today, and I will leave links in the description. The pricing is slightly high, but it does match the Razer Kishi and the Shax S5i. So what did you think of this video? Will you be picking these up? Do let me know in the comment section. Now if you have found this review useful, give it a thumbs up. If it's your first time here, then please do consider subscribing, as I have more videos coming up. So make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notified as soon as I release my videos. Please do follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And like always, thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video.